Okay, so I'm still configuring this microphone, so the sound is still gonna be weird, but I just found this. What the fuck did I just find? Didn't we fucking say that Article 13 was the basis for the bullshit that they were gonna try and pull? Oh dear good heavens, indeed, indeed they are trying to pull. Because, wow, European Union. Not only is the EU trying to fuck with every single website on the internet right now, wow, let's just get into this article because Jesus. What you can and cannot say on the internet is largely a matter for national law, decided by national parliaments. Good! That's a fucking good thing. That means the nations can decide what they want to do. That's a fucking good thing. So Portugal doesn't have to do the same thing as scum fucking Germany. Last month, it became clear that an impatient Brussels wants to turbocharge this process by bringing internet regulation to the EU level. You heard it here first, folks. Even if the laws in your country dictate a certain thing, fuck you, the EU gets to decide. How amazing is it that we live in this fucking union? I love my life, absolutely. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this thing is called the EU Digital Services Act. They say in this article that it sounds innocent. No, anything with the EU name isn't innocent. I can guarantee you this much. It is ostensibly aimed in Eurospeak. As a quick note, while editing this, I fucking hate the term Eurospeak. As if Spanish people speak the same as Polish people. Wait, fuck you. At enhancing the so-called digital single market, yes, the digital single market, because you watching a fucking video on YouTube is part of this, by harmonizing national laws and removing competitive barriers. So once again, if your country says you can do one thing, but the EU says you can't do that thing, well, screw you. Let's check this out. This can't be so bad. It certainly can't be so bad. There's no way the EU would fuck up. Less than a year but after they push the widely hated Article 13. Let's see. One of the EU's key concerns, as the briefing makes clear, is the lack of EU-wide rules and regulations covering what people can see and say online. The fight against online hate speech, for example, is said to be expensive and inefficient across the single market. There are also no EU-wide rules on online advertisement, nor does the EU have oversight of online services as a whole. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. The EU, less than a year after people were saying, this is gonna go to speech, the EU's gonna start censoring people, lo and fucking behold, they want to fight hate speech. Now, what is hate speech, basically? A lot of people say it's discrimination, treating people as if they're inferior because X. When in reality, it's anything someone doesn't like. For example, if I were to say the word faggot right now, people would call me a homophobe and say it's hate speech, not realizing the irony. It also applies to the Muslim jokes, technically. Wait, is the EU coming for the Muslim jokes? Guys, the EU is coming for the fucking Muslim jokes. Oh my god. Are you a nationalist? Hate speech. Do you like saying faggot? Hate speech. Do you like saying the word nigger? Oh, that's such hate speech. I imagine every single rapper on planet Earth is gonna be fucking demonetized. And probably arrested, let's be honest. The EU loves that. And they're complaining that they don't have any oversight of online services? Yeah, that's the point! The EU's supposed to be an economic union! That you're supposed to trade! Why do you care if there's a fucking online service that you don't know? What? I am sorry if my voice is fucking breaking. This sounds fucking stupid. If I were to start an online business here in Portugal, which technically I already do with the YouTube members shit, Germany has no fucking business in that. Germany has no fucking business telling me what I can fucking do in my service that I started from Portugal within Portuguese law. Why is this even up for debate? Why is this? What is going on? Oh, but here's where it gets fucking even stupider. The prescription. EU regulation of the internet. EU law should cover the entire stack of digital services, from ISPs and social media to search engines and fucking cloud services. Yes, you gotta hear first, folks. The EU wants to control what you can search for and what you can say on Twitter, and wants to control what you can see on your search engine. So if you were to type, oh, I don't know, jihad sucks into Google, oh, no, that's hate speech. The EU doesn't want to allow that. Why is this a thing? Why is this a fucking thing? Oh my god. The copyright directive that I was bitching about a few months ago is gonna come into play in 2021. And this. Now this. Wow. The EU wants to control what you can see when searching on Google. That's literally what this thing is saying. Oh, and of course, because they want to combat hate speech and also want to control ISPs like the silly little socialists they are, of course, you know that they're gonna be asking the ISPs for your information. Fucking Jean-Claude Juncker wants to see what it is that you're browsing, whether that be porn, video games, or some edgy joke he might not like. EU law has explicit safeguards against general monitoring obligations, meaning that member states are prohibited from asking ISPs and social media platforms to filter and monitor content for undesirable material. That's a good thing, but as the article points out, in a beautiful piece of EU doublespeak, that's, for those of you who don't know, that's saying one thing and doing another, this state of affairs should continue, but specific provisions governing algorithms for automated filtering technologies, where these are used, should be considered, to provide the necessary transparency and accountability. So, despite the fact that EU member states, most of them, already have these laws saying the government can't just ask ISPs to filter shit, and despite the EU itself having these laws saying that ISPs can't filter shit that they don't like, now the EU wants to do it anyways, because fuck you, that's why. So on one hand, the EU is like, no. Governments shouldn't be looking into your private information from ISPs and filtering what you can see, but at the same time, they're like, oh, we should be able to ask ISPs for your information and filter shit we don't want you to see. But my life, they even put it really beautifully here. Put another way, automatic filtering should continue to be banned, but filtering of an automatic nature should be required and extended. Clear? Yeah, brilliant spiked. That is brilliant, seriously. So basically, filtering is bad, but filtering should continue. Got it? And the last fucking thing I'm gonna look at in this article is the fucking, oh boy, the fake news. Yes, the fake news. Then there are calls for EU-wide rules about political advertising. Yes, EU rules about political advertising. So you want to advertise for Brexit? Fuck you. Although this is supposedly aimed at micro-targeted disinformation campaigns, note the micro there, that's not defined. This should not deceive anyone. Essentially, this is a demand for overall EU oversight over political speech. Over political speech. So, everyone knows that the EU is corrupt and useless. Everybody knows this. But, if this were to come into play, oh no, the EU can just say, that's fake news, and take it down, and probably fine you and arrest you. Got it? Got it? You want to advertise for your country to leave the European Union? You want to advertise for a candidate that fucking Donald Tusk doesn't like? Well, fuck you. You're fake news. You're deleted. Jesus Christ, what world am I in? I live in a world where people are in favor of the European Union because it, quotes, stops war and protects our rights, while simultaneously pissing off Russia and China and censoring us and removing our rights. It started with fucking copyright. In 2021, we're not going to be able to post memes on the internet, and now it's going to be about fucking speech on the internet. Fuck the European Union. Fuck the European Union. Just fuck it. Why does anybody support the shit show? Good God. I'd like to thank. Actually, no. I'm just gonna put the YouTube members in the description. I don't even care. I'm too pissed off. Thanks for watching.